Well, President Trump has taken to his usual outlet of diplomacy, Twitter, to discuss the Syrian issue and the impending attack on Idlib province. Now, Trump tweeted that President Bashar al-Assad of Syria must not recklessly attack Idlib province. The Russians and Iranians would be making a grave humanitarian mistake to take part in this potential human tragedy. Hundreds of thousands of people could be killed. Don't let that happen! Exclamation mark. Now, of course, this is not the first time he's warned against this. He's not the only one warning against this. He's just one of many world leaders warning against a potential humanitarian catastrophe in Idlib, as well as other humanitarian organizations, because there are really complicating factors here. The population of Idlib before the war was around 1.5 million people. It's since swollen to 2.5 million people because so many Syrians, civilians, as well as rebel fighters, have fled there because it's one of the 3 safe havens within the country. But it's not just, of course, civilians that they're worried about. The Assad government and allies are looking at the fighters who are there. Now, according to the US's own senior strategist for the fight against ISIS, Brett McGurk, he said that Idlib province is the largest al-Qaeda safe haven since 9/11. So there are tens of thousands of al-Qaeda-linked fighters there, as well as remnants of ISIS who have fled from Raqqa when that was destroyed as well. But of course, in the middle of all this, civilians who are the ones inevitably who get caught and bear the brunt of this Syrian civil war.
And the meetings we've seen happening just now are all looking forward to this higher level meeting that's going to take place on Friday, aren't they?
Absolutely. There are preparations that are obviously being put in place for this attack on Idlib. We saw last week the Iranian defense minister went to Damascus. We've seen the Iranian foreign minister there on Monday meeting, not just him, but with a whole bevy of diplomats as well, meeting with President Assad. And on Friday, President Erdogan of Turkey, Putin of Russia will go to Tehran to meet with Iran's President Hassan Rouhani. Obviously, these 3 countries play huge roles in Syria, strategically important country to all 3 of these countries. Now, Turkey has a huge role in it because Turkey is the only country that actually borders Syria. So certainly Friday's meeting is predicted to be a very, very important one, which really could lay the foundation for not just this attack on Idlib, but what these 3 countries could be getting out of it.
Very quickly, do you feel optimistic that they might make any sort of headway and breakthrough on this?
Well, the only headway that really has been achieved regarding Syria diplomatically has not come out of, say, UN talks. It's come out of the tri-nation talks between Turkey, Iran and Russia. So certainly, if anyone's going to make any headway, it could be them.